Now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Dan Hagan. The FBI arrested a Plover man today for his involvement in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. This is 21-year-old Conlon Wire. He faces charges by the FBI relating to the attack. Wire was identified through video footage captured by people who were present at the Capitol on January 6th. He appeared in U.S. District Court in Madison today. His initial appearance in U.S. District Court in D.C. has been scheduled for June 17th at 1 p.m. On January 6, 2021, a mob of more than 2,000 supporters of Donald Trump attacked the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. Many sought to overturn Trump's defeat in the 2020 presidential election. Meyer joins a list of at least 828 people who have been charged in the Capitol insurrection so far. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, it was a really nice day out there today.
Yeah, look what we did today. High temperatures back in the mid-80s across the area, even a couple low 90s across central Wisconsin. That's not normal, and it will not be this warm tomorrow. In fact, we'll have high temperatures tomorrow back, probably struggling to make it to 80 through the afternoon. Right now, though, we're still at muggy 70 in Rhinelander, 71 for Antigo, 75 for Wausau, a record high temperature in Wausau earlier today. These will be slow to drop off tonight because we're getting some clouds in here now and also a south breeze and some thunderstorms across parts of the area. Now, these are riding almost due north, clipping our eastern counties and parts of Portage County and the Marathon County as well. These will likely hit the Crandon, Eagle River area tonight. Likely non-severe, but they will get a little loud for a couple hours this evening, basically to the east of Highway 51. Looking closer, you can see where they're at now, and there's not a lot going on here, but again, a few pockets of heavy rainfall just to the east of Antigo. Our forecast then tonight is mostly cloudy skies or partly cloudy skies. The low temperatures down near 55 and a couple thunder showers. Your full forecast is coming up, Dan.
Many northern Wisconsin counties are now in the medium COVID-19 community level. Local health departments recommend people take a few precautions to help slow the spread. Here's a map of all the COVID levels by county in Wisconsin. As you can see, most are in the medium level up in our area. Because of this, health departments urge self-testing before meeting with friends or family who may be at high risk for severe COVID-19. They also remind people to gather outdoors or at least keep windows open for indoor gatherings. And of course, stay up to date with your COVID-19 vaccines. Progress is being made for a new retail store coming to Rhinelander. Blaine's Farm and Fleet will be on the corner of Timber Drive and Chippewa Drive in Rhinelander. As you can see, the land there has been just about cleared and leveled. With the addition of this store and another one in Grafton, Blaine's Farm and Fleet will have 45 locations. The store is aiming for a fall opening. A part of Highway 47 in Oneida County is a lot cleaner thanks to some students. If you happen to go down Highway 47 Thursday, you may have seen a group of visor-clad students picking up trash along the road. Members of the Three Lakes High School National Honor Society were doing some community service. They've adopted a portion of road just north of Three Lakes. They spent about 2 hours cleaning the ditches along the highway. Every year, the Rhinelander community has the opportunity to nominate teachers for the YMCA of the Northwoods Golden Apple Awards. This year, 45 teachers were nominated, and now winners are being announced. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson shows us the reaction of one teacher who was shocked to win.
As students and staff gathered in the Rhinelander Nativity Catholic School gymnasium, teacher Mary Dean had no idea what was coming. Well, she thought she knew.
I'm feeling so excited, but also very overwhelmed. I didn't expect this at all.
Staff pretended it was just an announcement about the playground. But once Ryan Zietlow and Amy Vanny walked through the door,
good morning, everybody.
It was almost obvious. Mary Dean was receiving a Golden Apple Award.
And I feel so honored that I was chosen for this wonderful award.
Only awarded to 5 teachers in the Rhinelander School District, Dean was honored. Her fellow teachers are right behind her, saying that she was the most deserving.
She has a very long and
prestigious career as a teacher, and I think just she's very appreciated, especially in the Nativity community.
Mary Dean has been a teacher at Nativity Catholic School for 26 years, and although retirement isn't too far away, she'll always hold a place for the school in her heart.
I love being a teacher here because it's like working with your family. The staff is wonderful through the 26 years that I've been here, and they become part of my family, even those that have retired.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
2 of the 5 teachers have received their Golden Apple Awards. The remaining 3 teachers will receive theirs next week. Today in Forest County, law enforcement and tribal members came together for a walk. It wasn't for exercise, but to raise awareness for an important issue. That story after weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 brought to you by NICOLET Law Accident and Injury Lawyers.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu only at Hardee's.
Summer is about having fun, not worrying about your old, outdated dock. Portadoc's corrosion-resistant roll-in or post-dock aluminum dock systems offer durability and longevity, as well as functionality with multiple configurations and decking options. Virtually maintenance-free Portadoc systems will keep you in or on the water all summer long. Visit your local Portadoc dealer and welcome to where the land ends and the summer fun begins. Dvorak's Docks, Highway 45 in Elko. Tomahawk Sports Center, North 4th Street in Tomahawk.
Summer's here, and with an exciting new Toyota, you can take a trip to the beach, the city, the mountains, the desert, ooh, the bayou. I think I'm sinking. Definitely sinking.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
We've been through a lot in the last few years. We've been down, we've risen, we've hurt, we've healed. And through it all, we've not lost our courage or our hope. And while there's work to do, our governor is determined to do what's right for us. Tony Evers invested over $1 billion to help thousands of small businesses prevent layoffs and create jobs. To battle rising costs, our governor worked with Republicans and Democrats to pass middle-class income tax relief. Tony Evers fixed our roads, and our public schools are now in the top 10 in America. Today, Wisconsin has one of the lowest unemployment rates in our history, along with billions in budget surplus.
Folks, there's too much division in politics today. That's why I'm focused on bringing people together to get the results that matter.
Tony Evers. He's doing the right thing for Wisconsin.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu only at Hardee's.
Well, this was fun. Temperatures back up near 90 again today. Record highs yesterday, a few record highs out there today. But now we're going to end this as we have some cooler temperatures on the way, beginning as soon as tomorrow. But let's look back at April. April came back as the 5th warmest April on record globally. That's land and ocean temperature. So on this map, red's above average, blue is below. Notice North America, we had a relatively cool month of April around here. All right, not so much right now, though. We're still at 70 in Rhinelander, 72 for Antigo, 76 for Green Bay. So there's still lots of heat in the atmosphere, lots of fuel for a couple of thunderstorms tonight. And they are out there right now. They're non-severe, but a couple of you could see a few storms tonight. But our temperatures are about to go for a ride. You're probably not going to like this if you like the heat because cooler temperatures are on the way. We'll call it refreshing for a couple days around here. Close one eye if you have to. 78 tomorrow, and then 66 for Sunday. That's a 56 for a high temperature on Monday. It may need to get bumped up a degree or two, but overall you get the idea, right? A big cool down begins tomorrow, and it's going to stay with us through much, if not all, of next week, with near average temperatures in the 60s then returning through much of next week. But the heat is doing a number to your allergies, aren't they, right? Tree pollen now almost off the charts, moderate to high category, very high category there. Grass is about to go crazy as well as we start mowing, so get ready. It's allergy season. You're used to it. Take your medicine if you have to, right? Here's the radar. There's a lot going on here. So first off, this is all ground clutter here. The light green colors you see is picking up bugs and insects in the atmosphere. But these are showers and storms, and notice how they're drifting a bit negatively tilted, meaning they're going from the east to the west a little bit, working into Portage County, Marathon County, Lincoln County, probably Oneida County too. So look for a few more rumbles of thunder tonight. These are all non-severe. However, the area's had plenty of rainfall. There could be a couple areas of localized flooding this evening as these storms kind of work their way through, moving north-northwest at about 35 to 40 miles per hour, which is pretty darn slow for a thunderstorm. So look for some pockets of heavy rain tonight. Our forecast then for tomorrow, though, this is a change, right? High temperatures near 78 here in Rhinelander, 78 also for Merrill, and are mostly cloudy skies, and a couple of storms around tomorrow as well. There's a front in the area kind of stuck with us for another day. It'll get out of here, though, tomorrow night. Further south, same story. We're talking about temperatures maybe in the low 80s. Adams Friendship. Most of us, though, will struggle to get above 80 tomorrow. It'll be a bit humid with some afternoon showers and storms. Our forecast then tonight, though, is the clouds are increasing out there now. There are a few showers and a couple thunderstorms. Any of those could be locally strong, most likely non-severe, but look for some gusty winds and very heavy rainfall very quickly, with not so low temperatures in the mid-50s tonight. And the wind has been pretty much calm out there this evening. For tomorrow, it's Saturday, partly cloudy skies. Again, a few storms can't be ruled out. That front is still in the area. It will push through by this time tomorrow night, though. That'll turn off the faucet after high temperatures near 78. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow is the day we get wet again, 78. Then the front comes through. Sunday, 66. Monday, 56. We're dry, though, through much of next week into next weekend. Dad?
Thanks, Jeff. Otter Springs Recreation Area is right in between Crandon and Leona on Highway 8. Local hikers complained about there being no benches on the trails there, so Forest County officials turned to their schools for help. Here are some benches made by woodshop students in Leona and Crandon schools, 15 of them in total. KD Designs made the plaques on them. They are now spaced out on the Otter Springs trails for anyone to take a seat. The Forest County Health Department and Forestry Department want to thank the students for their excellent work. Staying in Forest County, dozens of people walked more than 12 miles today from Mole Lake to Crandon. They were spreading awareness about drug abuse and making strides towards recovery. Newswatch 12's Michael Lodholtz has more.
Sometimes the first step can be the hardest one, but it can be made a little easier by embracing your culture. 2 Native American tribes live in Forest County, and they are proud to live in their tight-knit communities.
So my community is my everything. I mean, I was born and raised in the Potawatomi community all my life. My kids are raised here still. It's what I do. It's what I live.
The Sakagan, Chippewa, and Potawatomi people are addressing tough realities. Potawatomi member Brooks Boyd says drugs and alcohol are a big problem for his people.
The families are tired of the tragedies that are coming from all of the disease of alcoholism and drugs.
Substance abuse is a serious matter, and this community is working toward a solution. Today marks the 5th annual Walk for Recovery from Substance Abuse here at Mole Lake. The community has banded together to walk for a brighter future. The people participating today want to raise awareness to the dangers of opioids and other drugs, and they're partnering with local law enforcement to do it.
It's a good experience, and I enjoy doing it. I like to show the community that we support them in recovery as well as law enforcement.
Officers helped keep the walkers safe on their long journey along Highway 55 and showed solidarity with their Forest County neighbors, stepping forward toward a brighter future. In Mole Lake, Michael Lodholtz for Newswatch 12.
Well, it was a nice day out there for walkers and for all the local high school athletes. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Griffin Stroin will break down some local softball and the Ducks and Brewers games.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
Quicksilver Sports and Entertainment brings live pro boxing to Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. General admission tickets are just $25. Go ringside for just $45. Meet the fighters at weigh-ins on June 24th. Then, on Saturday, June 25th, 8 bouts of non-stop action. And don't miss a special appearance by 4-time world champion Virgil Quicksilver Hill. This ain't pay-per-view. It's live pro boxing, Saturday, June 25th, only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
The natural beauty of the Northwoods beckons us to play outdoors, but there is a visitor we must carefully avoid: ticks and the illnesses they carry.
I thought it was a tick bite, but my test was negative. Then I had months of joint aches, brain fog, and bad headaches.
Our medical staff is thorough, experienced, and focused on the patient.
One approach doesn't work for all. Treating a tick-borne illness requires experience in treating multiple symptoms and developing unique care plans. Call us today.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. We'll get to making it right away. You'll get an extra $500 order bonus. Plus, incentive protection guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 440 miles per tank and an Escape? A 12-inch touchscreen and an Edge? You got it in a Ford built your way. Order your new Edge or Escape SUV to lock in this special FlexBuy offer and get $500 retail order bonus cash.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco breakfast sandwich, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroin starts now.
Last winter was brutal, let's be honest. It was cold, we got so much snow, which made today that much sweeter. And I'm sure some local softball athletes thought the exact same thing. And we had a great game in Phillips. Marathon taking on the Loggers in this one. In the first inning, Phillips with the bases loaded, down 2. This one, though, is smacked right back at the pitcher. They can't make the grab. They're going to tag the runner out at second, but a run will come across the plate and score. They're still down 3, though, but this wild pitch gets past the catcher. 1 run's going to score, but just wait. There's a little miscue here between the catcher and the pitcher. The ball gets loose somehow, and another run comes in to score. Heads up base running. Phillips responds with 4 runs to take the lead. Wasn't much defense in this game, but check out this web gem, making a nice catch while colliding in the outfield. But Marathon is going to get some more runs of their own in the second. This one slapped into right. 2 runs score on the play. And then a few batters later, we're going to get a line drive into left field. Another run comes across the plate to score. These teams put up an offensive clinic today. Eventually, though, Phillips would win this ball game 17-14. Down the road, Newman Catholic was taking on Prentice. Bases are loaded for the Cardinals, already up 10, but the Buccaneers are going to get out of a jam. That's a big-time strikeout, and then an easy ground ball back to the pitcher makes the play. Prentice still down big, though, in this one. They'd finally get on the board here with a single into right field. The runner from second comes home. At least they were not shut out in this game, but to the 5th we go. Newman Catholic going to add to their lead. This grounder just sneaks by the 2 infielders. Another run comes across. And then later, this bloop single is going to fall right in between the 2 of them. Another run comes and scores. Cardinals win this game 15-1. Didn't make it to any baseball games today, but I do have some local scores. In Anago, the Red Robins got beat up by Medford. Raiders score early and often, winning 18-1. And then in Rhinelander, the Hodags were in a hole early, but would rally to beat Northland Pines 10-5, the final there. We had a huge game in Milwaukee today. Game 6 against the Celtics. If the Bucks won, they would advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. But the first 2 games in this series, they were blowouts. The final 3, though, have been nail-biters, and tonight was no exception. The Deer District was packed. They reached capacity, and Giannis, that guy, was cooking in the first quarter. He's going to get the hook shot here to fall, and then a little bit later on, he's just showing why he is the Greek freak, getting this basket as well. He had 17 points in the first quarter. The first quarter. But the Bucks would find themselves down at halftime. Marcus Smart here, going to get the layup to fall. They were down by 10 heading into the third. And I'll be honest, Boston was just a better team through 3. Jaylen Brown, that layup is good, plus the foul. But Milwaukee would make things interesting in the fourth. Giannis, this is a poster dunk over Peyton Pritchard. What was he even doing in the lane? Get out of there. And then later on, he's going to hit the 3 to bring Milwaukee within 4. He finished with 44 on the night. But it's very rare when he is out-dueled, and Jason Tatum did just that. The layup is good, and the foul. He always had a response. He had 46 on the night. Celtics win by 13. Game 7 takes place this Sunday. And then to wrap things up, Brewers in Miami taking on the Marlins. Hey, second pitch of the game, Colton Wong. Let's have a day, buddy. He goes deep to right field. His second homer of the year. Gets an early 1-0 lead. In the third inning, Corbin Burns gives up this home run to deep left center. Burns, though, had a pretty good outing. Went 7 innings, only that run right there, and 7 strikeouts. But in the ninth, it's still tied 1-1. How do you walk in a batter? Jace Peterson, that's going to give the Brewers the lead. And then Josh Hader comes in. He's going to get this pop fly. Hunter Renfroe makes the catch. Brewers win this game 2-1. Dan, if you're a Milwaukee fan, you wanted the Bucks over the Brewers, but hey, you'll take one of 2, I guess.
All righty, thanks, Griffin. After the break, we're going to get some therapy, courtesy of some cuddly cows. But first, here's this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, what do you call a fish with no legs? Well, you still call it a fish, because fish don't have... Well, anyway, I'll show myself out, but not until we're done with this week's edition of Big Old Fish. We start off this week with Megan Halverson from Lamira. She caught this stout largemouth bass her first time out ice fishing. And she goes on to say that she thinks she did a pretty good job. Well, not that you need me to verify it, but I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, that's a big old fish, and you definitely did a pretty good job out there. Way to go, Megan. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 14-year-old Peyton Wright from Conover, who submits this gorgeous smallmouth bass. That is one dandy of a smallmouth and definitely a big old fish. Way to go, Peyton. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 3.5-year-old Griffin Meyer. Yep, you heard that right, 3.5 years old. And he was out on Lake Wabasha with his dad when he landed his very first fish, and it was this gorgeous perch. Going on to say that it was a really strong fish and put up a big fight. Well, no doubt, Griffin, that is a big old fish. Way to go, and keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mill is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Huge auction, Lake Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Kubota Diesel RTV, huge woodworking shop, guns, pontoon, Kubota, zero-turn mower, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
This ain't about the donor class with their name on trucks, nor the establishment. Man, they failed us for decades. This is about the ones who work for a living, just worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson, one of us. The Marine who never forgot how to fight. It's in his gut. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine.
If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
we'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
Rust is most active in the spring. Fight back and protect your vehicle's investment by calling Rust Solutions underbody rust proofing service today.
Some numbers are thrilling. Some impressive. Some just right. After an accident, there's one critical number. The number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
Huge auction, Lake Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Kubota Diesel RTV, huge woodworking shop, guns, pontoon, Kubota, zero-turn mower, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
A giraffe at the San Diego Zoo was born with a disorder that caused her legs to bend the wrong way. Meet Situni. Her condition meant she wasn't able to walk or stand. Zookeepers were afraid she wouldn't survive, so they reached out to experts in orthotics. And through trial and error, custom braces were created for the fast-growing newborn's legs. Situni is 3 months old now, and after corrective surgery and 39 days in braces, the problem has been corrected. She has been reintroduced to the herd at the zoo and is running around freely for the first time. If you're looking to lower your heartbeat and spend some time relaxing, you may not need a spa. Jennifer Franchiotti takes us to a farm in Maryland where you can cuddle with cows.
On this free-range farm in Howard County, the geese are out for their morning walk while sheep graze in the field and babies look for attention. But these days, cow cuddling is where all the action is.
I have Crackle, Pop, and Snap.
Named after the crispy treats, these guys are seriously delicious. The 3-month-old Jersey calves are not only curious, but extremely lovable.
They want to snuggle right in, just like babies.
Corey Wilson started the program this spring, and she was shocked by the demand.
We were like, okay, let's put this up on Maryland's farm, and we did so, and it sold out immediately, and I was just thrilled.
Wilson says she's always known the therapeutic benefits of being around cows and says she is glad to be able to share it with others.
So the cows actually have slower heartbeats, and when we're with them, our heartbeats tend to match theirs, and we just release endorphins and oxytocin, and they're just a pleasure to be around.
And so the farm is expanding its cow cuddling hours and days in June. You can come in groups of 8 and spend 45 minutes with Snap, Crackle, and Pop for $120.
Research shows that adding menthol actually makes tobacco more addictive. And this is a real issue. Tobacco companies have been targeting low-income neighborhoods and racial and ethnic groups for decades. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
With Cellcom, new and existing customers get the same great deals, both fair and clear. What's not clear is how to navigate a roundabout.
Wait for it. Now? I'm going now. I'm trying.
Okay, breathe and go.
We're in.
Navigating roundabouts? Unclear. Getting the same great deals whether you're a new or existing customer? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world.
Now how do we get out?
I'm getting dizzy.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. We'll get to making it right away. You'll get an extra $500 order bonus. Plus, incentive protection guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 440 miles per tank in an Escape? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it in a Ford built your way. Order your new Edge or Escape SUV to lock in this special Flex Buy offer and get $500 retail order bonus cash.
Dude, great ride, right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or order your next Chevy at your local dealership. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Have you ever looked up how much of an appliance is made in the U.S.? At Maher Water Corporation, we use systems that are 90% made in the U.S. In fact, over 80% of the unit is made right here in the Midwest, and 75% of the entire unit is made right here in our beautiful state of Wisconsin. Combining the local made product with a local family company means money spent here stays here. So call us today to meet our Wisconsin-made family.
In the game of golf, you always hear about pars and birdies, but have you ever heard the word upgrade? Well, at Trout Lake Golf Club, we've been making a lot of upgrades. New upgrades to some tees, new upgrades to our ball machine and range balls, upgrades on many golf carts, upgrades on new equipment to make our course better and better, and an upgrade on our online tee times at troutlakegolf.com. If you haven't been to Trout Lake Golf Club in a while, get online and make that tee time, dust off the clubs, and get out and play.
Our kids have to navigate a world that is crowded with flashy tobacco products and manipulative tactics most parents don't know anything about. Tobacco companies are working hard to keep young people hooked and parents out of the loop. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
Huge auction, Merrill, Wisconsin. Chevrolet truck, John Deere lawn tractor, gorgeous antiques, home content, sporting goods, tools, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Okay, Jeff and Griffin, this is allegedly Griffin's air conditioning unit vent. Can you confirm or deny that, Griffin?
I'm denying. That is not my vent.
I was kidding there. But what I want to tell people at home is if your AC isn't keeping up, make sure you check behind those vents because this would be a reason they're not working before you call the repairman. Are we going to need the air conditioning sometime soon?
Well, tonight, yes, still right now. But tomorrow, we're going to cool off a bit. High temperatures back below 80. And then look what happens later on here in a second. You'll see temperatures by Monday. We could hold high temperatures in the 50s. A couple of thunder showers out there now, non-severe, but they will give us a couple heavier downpours tonight. Temperatures hanging out near 70 now. Will drop into the 50s for lows, and then look what happens, guys. 78 tomorrow, then 60s, and even a couple of 50s for high temperatures next week.
I am looking forward to those.
Refreshing.
I think that will be nice.
I'm not complaining about them, that's for sure.
That will be great. Well, thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. Tonight's show with Jimmy Fallon is up next.